Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Ririna, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time to react to Lee's Detective Agency. I did hear about this in the server, and I believe there are also 2 other series, but I will be reacting to this pretty regularly, probably 1 episode per week. So I hope you look forward to it, and I guess we'll get started.
こんにちは。こちらはリー探偵事務所です。どんなご依頼もお受けしますよ。必要とあらば荷物運び、潜入調査、揉め事の仲裁、力を尽くして解決いたします。私たちに解決できないことなど論面にはありません。
Oh, lungmen.
捜査は例外ですけど、それは警察。
Wait, then why is it called Detective Agency?
探偵ドラマの見過ぎじゃないですか
A day in Lungmen. I guess this is pretty slice of life type genre. I do like that. That huge fish.
And I began to see 是谁的一天刚结束
I recognize them, I just don't know their names. I guess, or hopefully this will help me remember some of their names. What is that? Tom and Jerry. Oh, it's finally starting. A day of perfection.
Say, yup. Hop, 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 hip. Hop. Hey.
It's gonna hit her back, isn't it? Or not?
Don おじさん？
ワイフ、Jaye 坊は来たか？
いえ。
Oh, Jaye.
それがよ。素手で掴むなって言っただろう。挟まれないようにな。
臨終5金、エビ5金、新鮮なのください。
So fast. Or not. Ooh!
おい！そのまま連れてかれちまったんだ。
スーツを着た人たち？こんな感じでしたか？
そうだな。こいつらだった気もする。
The cats.
どこかへ行くとか言ってませんでしたか？
いや、聞いてねえな。よっせと。
ジェイダさん、今は電話に出られないんで、ピーって音
He got kidnapped, didn't he?
グングン。げえ、猫臭いですね。あ、おじさんは早く家に帰って戸締まりをしてください。
あいつはどこへ行ったんだ？
劇場のあたりを探してきます。
A speedy case for a smart one.
卑怯な奴らですね、にゃんこ会。気が弱そうな人にしか報復しないなんて。
落ち着きなよ。それは確かなのかい？
にゃんこ会なら俺たちの目の前にいるぜ。
奴らを一日中待ってるけど誰も出てきてないね。
What are they doing?
じゃあ一体何者だったんでしょうか。楽しみだね。今日はありがとう。
部外者はご遠慮ください。貸し切りです。通用すると思いますか？
Yeah, that was not gonna work.
異常なし。
了解。こちらも異常なしだ。
誰に勧められたのだ？
運命です。不公平な運命に進められて。
音がリアルすぎませんか？
More like, why are you up over
来
there?
たんだ。
私はここに来るつもりじゃなかったのです。帰りません。
ワイフ？
見つけました。
Go! Well, I like how the audience just looks like a bunch of blob. Go!
待ちなさい。
Nice!
すいません。今のは友達なんですが。あっちゃい。
that attempt to do the thumbs up. Just takes him.
ああ、いや、一緒に芝居を見てただけでさ、お嬢さんに挨拶しとかねえと。
どういう意味です？誘拐されたのではないんですか？
違いやすよ。こいつは仕事です。
はあ？
バイト？変な親父さんだな。人をたくさん雇って娘と一緒に芝居を見に行かせるなんて。
ハットンホテルグループのご令嬢、中お嬢様は一体どんなお悩みを抱えられているのでしょうか。
実は私、友人が欲しいんです。おしゃべりしたり、お芝居を一緒に見たりする。
That's so depressing.
本当ですか？意外なお答えですね。
友人が欲しいですか？
金で買えるのは一時的なもんだけだぜ。そんなに金に困ってんのか？家を買いたいんでさ。なら俺のとこじゃ一生かかっても買えねえぞ。分かってやすよ。そんで遺産はいつくれるんで？
Of course she would say that. Oh, that was it? That was so short. But it was nice and sweet. Actually, maybe because I finished, what was it, chapter 6? it just feels so odd to see Lungmin so peaceful like this. I keep thinking that it's literally empty because of reunion. Please find Jaye. What? Oh, this is just the summary. The apologies. I really enjoyed this one. It was unexpectedly really fun. I mean, obviously, it's not as serious as the actual Arknights game, but it does show what day-to-day life is like for those living in those cities like Lungmin and whatnot. And it's so weird. I mean, obviously, I assume it's gonna be like this once reunion is gone, technically by the time that at least in the point of time that I'm playing. But it must be after they recovered. I feel like this is what it might look like. Or if it's before then. I'm not really sure which one. Does anyone know if it's before or if it's after? Let me know down below. But I did really enjoy the fact that we see that people are not allowed to actually do detective work unless they're part of the police, which is very odd, but it does make and solidify the world building a lot more. And yet they're okay with them doing infiltration and all of that stuff. That's so strange, but at the same time, I'm okay with it too. I do look forward to seeing episode 2. I know they said that this one has a little bit of plot and then the other 2 don't really have one, which is fine. So I'll continue to react to these, and if you want more, then let me know down below as well. And in the meantime, I do look forward to episode 2 to see how they're going to develop that plot. I can see it going either or. Like, for example, if the Cat Mafia is like the main villain in this series, or if it's just going to be like a personal conflict, like inner conflict type of thing, or amongst each other. But maybe not. I really don't know. I guess I'll have to see and, know how it goes. But so far, I'm starting to remember or recognize these names, which I feel pretty happy about because there's so many operators. So it feels like I still have so much time left to remember these characters. And the more that they show these types of things, the more it helps me remember the names and faces of operators. I mean, I recognize the faces, I just don't remember the names, which is my biggest problem with anything, actually. I'm better with remembering how people look rather than their names. It takes me a while to remember such things, even in real life, so it's gonna be quite some time. By the way, it's interesting to know that Jaye actually wants a house, which makes sense, like even from an Asian society perspective, most people dream to own a home and then they think that everything will go well after that. I don't know if that would be the case in particular nowadays, especially in America, for example. But I know that it's still something that people think about and talk about and want as an adult in Asia. Or I don't know if it's the entirety of Asia, but it seems to be the case for a lot of Asian people who I've talked to or have met. And they always mention like, oh, owning a home is basically security, which yeah, I can see that to some degree. So it was very interesting to see that in Jaye in this particular episode. And I'm looking forward to knowing the personal motives and goals of the other ones that will appear in the series pretty regularly. And maybe get to know them, since it's not like I have a lot of them. So I can't really check their stories unless I actually, look it up online, if I even know their existence before then. And I'm curious if that makes sense. Anyways, my kids, what do you think of today's video? We watched Lee's Detective Agency episode 1, and that means next week we're going to be watching episode 2, which I am looking forward to. In any case, let's etch this entire memory and keep it safe. And as always, formally inviting you to my next tea party. The so-called anime enthusiast fox, who's that? This was Dina, so until the next one then, bye!